Okay, so here we shall explain some properties of vector product or cross product with some applications. So the properties of the vector product are that first property is that A cross B is a vector which is perpendicular to the plane containing the vectors A and B, containing the vectors A and B, and the vectors A vector, B vector, and A vector cross B vector f- form a right-handed system. Form a right-handed system. And second rule is that since A vector cross B vector equals to magnitude of A into magnitude of B into sine theta into n cap, so the A vector cross B vector, that is equal to 0 if either A vector is a zero vector or B vector is a zero vector, or the angle theta is 0 degree. It means if A vector is parallel to B vector, if A vector is parallel to B vector, then also A vector cross B vector will be 0. Means the cross product will come 0. And if the angle theta is pi by 2 or 90 degree, then the A cross B, that will be simply A vector into B vector, means magnitude of A into magnitude of B into n cap. And then the third rule is that we know that I cap cross I cap, that will be equal to K cap cross K cap, that will be equal to J cap cross J cap, that will be equal to 0 vector. Means, sorry, J cap cross J cap, that will be equal to 0 vector. Since why? Since if n cap, since simply the rule is that a cap dot A cap cross A cap, that will be equal to 0, since they are parallel vectors. Since they are parallel vectors. So if you take the cross product of any two parallel vectors, then that will be 0 vector, obviously. And we know that I cap cross J cap, that is equal to K cap, and J cap cross K cap, that is equal to I cap, and K cap cross I cap, that is equal to J cap. And if we reverse the order, then the sign will also change. So it means that the vector product, the vector or cross product does not follow the commutative rule. Means I can say the vector or cross product is not commutative. Is not commutative. It means that B vector cross A vector, that will be equal to minus of A vector cross B vector. So it means that J cross I, that is equal to minus K, and K cross J, K cap cross J cap, that is equal to minus I cap, and I cap cross K cap, that is equal to minus J cap. And the vector product will also follow the distributive rule, that is the fifth rule. The fifth pro property is that vector product is distributive. Vector product is distributive over addition. The vector product is distributive over addition. It means that if we do A vector cross B plus C, then that will be equal to A cross B plus A cross C. And if lambda is a constant, then if you do lambda into A cross B, then that will be equal to lambda into A cross B, or we can write it as A vector cross lambda into B vector. Okay. And some applications are there for the vector product. We can tell some applications of the vector product. So they are, the first application is that uh, that so if we need to find the unit vector perpendicular to two vectors, suppose um, the unit vector, if we need to find the unit vector in the unit vector that is perpendicular, or the unit vector perpendicular to each of the vectors, unit vector perpendicular to each of the vectors A vector and B vector, is n cap, which is equal to A vector cross B vector divided by magnitude of A vector cross B vector. And the second rule is that the area of a parallelogram, the area of a parallelogram which has A vector and B vector as its adjacent sides, which has A vector and B vector as its adjacent sides, is given as magnitude of A vector cross B vector. So it means that if B vector and A vector are the adjacent sides of a parallelogram, then if we complete this parallelogram, then A vector and B vector are its adjacent sides, then the area of this parallelogram will be given as magnitude of A vector cross B vector. Then the third application is the area of the triangle, excuse me, the area of the triangle having A vector and B vector as its adjacent sides, A vector and B vector as its adjacent sides, is given as half of the magnitude of A cross B vector. So it means that if we have one triangle whose adjacent sides are vector A and the vector B, then the area of this triangle, if we have to find, then that will be equal to half of the magnitude of A vector cross B vector. So we can understand this by using some solved examples. Suppose if it is asked to find a unit vector, find a unit vector that is perpendicular to each of the vectors, a plus a vector plus b vector and a vector minus b vector, where where um, a vector is given as I cap plus j cap plus k cap, and vector b is given as I cap plus 2j cap plus 3k cap. So therefore now we need to find first a vector plus b vector. So that will be equal to, so we have to add them. So then we will get 2i cap plus 3j cap plus 4k cap, obviously, and then a vector minus b vector we need to find. So I cap minus I cap is 0 I cap, and plus j cap minus k cap, j cap minus 2 j cap, so it is minus 1 j cap, then plus k cap minus 3k cap, so it is 1 minus 3k cap, so that will be equal to minus j cap minus 2k cap. So now therefore the unit vector that is perpendicular to the vectors a vector cross b vector, sorry, a vector plus b vector and a vector minus b vector, that will be given as, that will be n cap, which will be equal to a vector plus b vector cross a vector minus b vector, and then divide by the magnitude of that, which is magnitude of a vector plus b vector cross a vector minus b vector. So now therefore we need to find the cross product, which is a plus b vector cross a vector minus b vector. So that will be equal to the determinant of I, j, k, the determinant of I cap, j cap, k cap, and the components of a plus b are 2, 3, and 4, and the components of a minus b are 0, minus 1, minus 2, then plus, minus, plus. So it will be I cap into this will be minus 6 minus of minus 4, so it is plus 4. Then minus j cap into this will be minus 4 minus 0, obviously. Then plus k cap into this will be minus 2 minus 0. Okay. So then this will be equal to minus 2 I cap plus 4 j cap minus 2 k cap. Okay. So now therefore the magnitude of this, the a vector plus b vector cross a vector minus b vector, so that will be equal to square root of 2 square plus 4 square plus 2 square, so that will be equal to 4 plus 16 plus 4. Yeah. So square root of 24, which will be equal to 2 root 6. Therefore the required unit vector will be is n cap, that is equal to, which is this, which is minus 2 I cap plus 4 j cap minus 2 k cap divided by 2 root 6. So that will be equal to, we can write minus 1 by root 6 I cap plus 2 by root 6 j cap and then minus 1 by root 6 k cap. So this is the final answer. And we can solve one more example, that is, suppose here it is asked that find the area of the triangle. Find the area of the triangle whose adjacent sides are whose adjacent sides are given by the vectors are given by the vectors a vector, which is equal to 3 I cap plus j cap plus 4k cap, and the vector b, which is given as I cap minus j cap plus k cap. So now, therefore, we know that if a vector and b vector are the adjacent sides of a triangle, then the area of the triangle that will be given as half into magnitude of a vector cross b vector. So that will be equal to half of uh, magnitude of a cross b. So first we need to find the vector a cross b actually. So that will be equal to the determinant of I cap, j cap, k cap. And first we write the components of a vector, which are 3, 1, and 4. And then we should write the components of b vector, which is 1, minus 1, 1, plus, minus, plus. And then, so it will be I cap into 1 minus of minus 4, so plus 4. And minus j cap into this will be 3 minus 4. And plus k cap into this will be minus 3 minus 1. So this will be equal to 5 I cap. Then this is minus 1 into minus, so that is plus j cap, and then minus 4k cap. So therefore, the magnitude of a cross b, so we have to find the magnitude of 5 I cap plus j cap minus 4k cap. So the magnitude of this, that will be half into square root of 5 square plus 1 square plus 4 square. So that will be equal to half of square root of 25 plus 16 plus 1. So this will be equal to half of square root of so this is 42. Half of square root of 42. So that will be equal to yeah, so root over 42 by 2 square units. Root over 42 by 2 square units, it is the answer. Okay. And then suppose it is asked to find the area of the parallelogram. Find the area of the parallelogram. Having, we have to find the area of the parallelogram ABCD, where where the where the vertex A is given as 1 comma 1 comma 1, and the vertex B is given as 1 comma 2 comma 3, and the vertex C is given as 2 comma 3 comma 1. So these are its 3 vertices, and the vertex D is not given. So here, if we take this parallelogram ABCD, so then we can find the area by taking the adjacent sides. So so we can do BA cross BC. So therefore, the area of the parallelogram ABCD, that will be equal to the magnitude of the cross product of BA cross BC. So now therefore, the BA vector, that will be equal to obviously OA vector minus OB vector. So now OA vector, that is obviously the position vector of the point A, which is I cap plus j cap plus k cap. And OB vector, it is the position vector of the point B, which is I cap plus 2j cap plus 3k cap. So that will be equal to minus j cap minus 2k cap, obviously. And BC vector that will be equal to OC vector minus OB vector. OC vector is obviously the position vector of the point C, which is 2i cap plus 3j cap plus k cap minus the position vector of point B, which is I cap plus 2j cap plus 3k cap. So that will be equal to I cap, then plus j cap, then plus k minus 3. So it is minus 2k cap. So therefore, we need to find the cross product of BA vector and BC vector. So BA vector cross BC vector, that will be equal to the determinant of I cap, j cap, and k cap. BA vector, we need to find, first we need to write the components of a BA vector, which are 0, -1, -2, and then we should write the components of BC vector, which is 1, 1, and -2, then plus, minus, plus, so that we can write I cap into, this will be 2 minus of -2, that is plus 2, then minus j cap into, that will be 0 minus of -2, so plus 2, and plus k cap into, this will be equal to 0 minus of -1, that is plus 1. So it will be 4i cap minus 2j cap plus k cap. Okay. So now therefore the required area of the parallelogram ABCD, required area of the parallelogram ABCD, that will be equal to the magnitude of BA cross BC. So that will be equal to magnitude of 4i cap minus 2j cap plus k cap. So that will be equal to square root of 4 square plus 2 square plus 1 square. So that will be equal to square root of 16 plus 4 plus 1, which is square root of 21 square units. So this is the answer. Thank you.